Welcome back, baby. Rock and roll. Rock and roll, rock and roll. Welcome to Jay's Rock and Roll Stories. I'm your host, Jay. What are we going to do today? Today we are going to talk about the New York Dolls. The New York Dolls, baby. Wow, what a story. Geez, where to begin? Well, begin in the beginning, right? Like all of these guys are, or most of the guys are immigrants. Sylvain comes from Egypt. Billy Murcia, the original drummer, comes from Colombia. And Johnny Thunders, his parents were immigrants from Italy. Anyway, Johnny Thunders is like a really, like as a kid, he's like a really, really good baseball player. And he's even scouted by the Philadelphia Phillies, and they come to check him out. But I guess at the time, if you're going to be scouted, they want your father to be involved or something. It's like this thing that they have or whatever. And Johnny Thunders doesn't really have much of a father at that time, so nope. They're like, we pass. Anyway, so fine, we'll keep him in rock and roll. We don't need him in baseball. So Johnny Thunders is like really, really into fashion, like as growing up, like teenager in his 20s. He's like really, really good looking guy. Sylvain and Billy, like all these guys are really into fashion. They're all really into looking good, looking awesome. They open up like clothes shops. They travel to Europe to buy stuff and bring it back. Johnny Thunders would wear, like, he would buy stuff at women's shops and have his mom and his girlfriend Janice tailor it. He would wear these crazy, like, this is all before New York Dolls. This is just them growing up and stuff. He would be wearing like green velvet suits, you know. So this is 1970, 71, like 69, 70, 71, and all these guys, they're really into fashion, really into rock and roll. They're all going to see shows and stuff. I mean, and they see each other. Like they're like, here's that one guy again. They would see Johnny Thunders, and now we nod at each other. Like, I see you, and so they just kind of all came together. Just like similar fashion sense. That they were starting to wear the bell-bottom shoes before anybody else did. Johnny Thunders is like really into like Keith Richards. Like there's a place where all the rock and roll, like the Fillmore, they all go to the Fillmore to see the shows when all the British bands come, the Yardbirds, the Stones. Johnny Thunders is like kind of like emulating this sort of Keith Richards thing. He plays bass. Eventually they switch him over to guitar because he's not really a bass player. Anyway, so it all kind of gels together. They kind of just, it's a small world when me and you and the other guy are the only guys wearing the platform shoes. I guess like we're supposed to hang out together. Anyway, so they get together and they get a practice space, and I guess one of their first shows is they're just playing for rent money, because no one really wants to get a fucking job. So we'll charge everyone to get in. There's a guy in the back. We're going to play in the kitchen. Back here, you can buy your drugs from this guy, you can buy your sex from this chick over here, and that's how they funded it. They also had another show when, like, this is the very beginning. They had a show at a gay bathhouse where they set up, and they're playing, but there's it's like, well, how come no one's watching us? Like, they're busy. They're busy in their little cubicle, sucking and fucking, doing whatever they want. So that was kind of funny. So they started having a frequency at Tuesday nights at this art center, and it's kind of like, this is where people would go to see and be seen. Like, it was like people wearing crazy drag stuff or dresses and just going all out. So it's kind of like, this is 71. This is after, like, okay, before the New York band was Velvet Underground, and now there's no like New York band right now because Velvet Underground split up. So this is going to be the new Velvet. This is going to be the new New York band, the New York Dolls. and how the Velvet Underground were sort of like introverted, dark, mysterious. This is going to be the opposite. We're going to be out. We're going to be in your fucking face. We're going to be all over the place. It's wild. So these Tuesday night shows are just like parties, crazy parties. And now even famous people are coming to see them play live. Alice Cooper, Bette Midler, Andy Warhol, they're coming to see this new crazy band. And even Alice Cooper's manager wants to sign them, but they were kind of like, that's kind of fishy. They were thinking he wants to sign them because they're a threat to Alice Cooper, so they'd sign them and then just shelve you guys. Like, no. So they're not interested. Anyway, so they're getting kind of popular. There's one night when they're at the Max's Kansas City, which was very famous because that's where the Velvet Underground would play. Now it's kind of like the New York Dolls has taken over. But there's one night where some girl starts yelling at Billy, who's sitting at the back table. Like, there's this area where it's the table. Like, if you are the band, you take this table. And some girl is like yelling at Billy, "You faggot," you like saying all this fucked up shit. And he freaks out and tosses the table and throws a giant bowl of salad in her face. And the band gets barred and then Billy and Sylvain got caught smoking cocaine in the bathroom. Like, no, they don't do that in the bathroom. So they get barred from that place. But at this point, David Johansen is the main member in the band that really takes into this, like, dressing up like as a woman. Like, he gets into it, and the other guys in the band are like, are you gay? Like, it's no problem, but I mean, we don't care, but you know, you should be honest. Like, you don't want to fuck with people if you're like putting on a thing. Is it a show or is it real? But he never says, but everyone's enjoying their time. But David Johansen really gets into it, and this is what he likes to do. And he does a lot of flirting and hugging and kissing and with, like, you know, audience members and stuff. But there's one night where on Tuesday, because that's their night at the Art Center, where the show gets completely interrupted by this group of lesbian and gay anti-transvestite groups saying that. So this is a group of gays and lesbians saying that transvestites are scumbags, and they're outside not letting people in to see the New York Dolls. So that show gets cut there. So in walks Marty Thau. This guy Marty, or the mighty Thau. Marty Thau is a big record producer guy. He was responsible for some famous singles, Yummy Yummy Yummy, Green Tambourine. He also was successful with selling Van Morrison's Astral Weeks and Moondance to Paramount Records. So he's a name guy. He's big guy. Anyway, he goes to see the Dolls just by happen to see like a flyer. He goes with his wife to see them, and he's blown away. He's like, it's loud, it's in your face. He says to the guys, he's like, I don't know if I saw the best band ever or the worst band ever, but this is great. He's like, it's out of tune, but there's something about it. People are dancing. It's loud, fast rock. They're playing like old rock and roll songs, like. And so they meet together. He wants to talk with the band, and he signs the New York Dolls, and he's working with these two other guys, David Krebs and Leber. His last name is Leber, where they sign the New York Dolls and Aerosmith at the exact same time. And it's kind of like they have kind of like a dollar bet saying like, okay, these two bands, we're fully behind them. We're going to give them 2 years. Whatever band is not as productive, we're pulling the plug after 2 years. So they record a handful of songs, a couple originals. Well, I think their original was I'm Just Looking for a Kiss, but other songs were just like oldies. Just like rock and roll oldies. And this recording was simply just for reference, not This was not supposed to be released or anything, but it was just like for them to hear it and get an idea where they want to go. One song that they covered was a song called Pills by Bo Diddley. It's a cover. So at the time, Bo Diddley was touring, and they got word that he's in town playing, and they went to go see him play live. So they're in the audience. They're all dressed up as the drag dress that they're doing, and in between songs, they call out Pills, Pills, like they want to hear him play the song Pills. And he looks over and he shakes his head like, what are you talking about? No. So every time there's a break between songs, they yell out Pills. Bo Diddley looks at him, shake his head. What is the problem? So he stops the song and he says, Bo Diddley says to the entire audience, he's like, hey, these guys over here are looking for drugs. If anybody has any, give them to these guys right here. So they're like, oh, maybe he forgot about the song Pills. Like, he completely forgot that was his song. But I guess it was kind of cool because after they left, Bo Diddley, started reintroducing that song into his set, Pills. So they get the band to sign contracts, and they get really screwed. It's just like everything goes to the record company, like all like the writers, publishing stuff, like everything. It's like one of those things where you don't know what you don't know, and they just got screwed. Anyway, so they got a shitty contract, and they decide to have the band. They want to see how the audience reacts outside of the city. Let's go into like the boroughs. So they go play at this place called Mr. D's, which is it's like outside of the city in Long Island, and it was like culture shock for the band because they're used to playing the more like artsy art areas, the Soho stuff, the Andy Warhol kind of crowd. But now they're this Mr. D's place is owned by some mafia guy, and every like guys are in jeans with mustaches. There's like they get there, there's like a band on that's wrapping up their set. They're doing Black Sabbath covers. So anyway, so they start playing, and right away, quickly, the audience separates. All of the ladies, all the girls and the women go up to the front of the stage to watch the band, and all the guys go in the back. It's like a line drawn. And then all of a sudden, the guys that are there to watch the band, they start fighting. And there's like fist fights going on in the audience. The band stops. We're like, what the hell's going on? Sylvain goes to the kitchen to get a bottle of wine. Billy, the Colombian drummer, stands up and he starts like cussing out the audience. Hey, you guys are assholes. Why are you doing this? Then the manager of the club comes and beats the crap out of Billy and out of Sylvain, and they get thrown out. And the band are saying to each other, it's your fault. No, it's your fault. It was a disaster, complete disaster. And we're going to take a break right here. This is part 1. Stay tuned for part 2. Rock and roll.